surely now Your Excellency should take into consideration the fact that we must change the orders for tomorrow.
Or rather for today, for it is past midnight.
Gentlemen, the orders for tomorrow cannot now be altered. You've heard them, and we shall all do our duty. But before a battle, there is nothing more important than to have a good sleep. Good night.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Good night, sir. Good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
But, sir, if the French are that far south of Austerlitz...
Plans. Tomorrow after the battle, they will all have 100 reasons why the plans didn't work. They'll blame everything but themselves.
How do you think it will go tomorrow?
I think the battle will be lost. We shall not have lost the war, Andre, because of this one battle. There will be a peace, and then a new war. Men like Napoleon can never stop till their own ambition destroys them. The only important battle is the last. Good night.
Ah! Sir, it looks as if the French have broken our flank.
Captain, the hussars must charge.
You're wounded.
The wound's not here. There's my wound. Stop them! Stop those cowards! Volkonsky! Forward!
That is a fine death. Ah, he is alive. Have this young man attended to and taken later to my bivouac like all the others. Let my doctor examine his wounds.
So early in the morning, Pierre.
11 o'clock.
So early.
We decided to go to the country before the end of the week. We have a lot of shopping to do.
Oh, Pierre, I'm so tired.
It's all right. I'll go myself this morning. I'll come back early.
The morning papers, sir.
Thank you.
Anything amusing in the Gazette?
Not very amusing. We've lost again. An armistice is going to be discussed. Prisoners and wounded on both sides will be immediately returned. In a word, we're suing for peace.
You sound bitter.
Maybe I am.
What difference does it make? A piece of Poland changes hands, a new prince is established in Austria. Oh, it's so boring to worry about things like that. So, no more war.
For the time being.
For the time being. Then the armies will be coming back.
Yes, I suppose so.
Moscow will be very gay and exciting. Pierre,
Yes.
why don't we stay here and not go to the country? Not this year, at least. It'll be such a gay season.
I'm not particularly interested in the gay season. Besides, I have so much work to do down there. The hospital, the school.
They will die just as well without you in the hospital. And they'll learn just as many idiotic things without you in the schools.
Promise those people. I can't disappoint them.
Well, I never liked the idea. Pierre, come here. Listen. You know what we can do? You go to the country all by yourself. Do there what you have to do. Get the house ready and so on. Then I'll join you in the spring, huh? The country's so dreary in the winter. Please don't force it on me, Pierre.
If you must stay, stay, but I'll be lost without you there, Helena.
Nonsense. It will be good for the both of us. And you will appreciate me so much more when you haven't seen me for some time.
Couldn't appreciate you more, Helena.
If you only knew how many things I have to do. There's a dozen dresses I have to have made and lots of shoes and things. Why are you looking at me like that? Why? What does it mean?
Nothing, my dear.
They lost. They were defeated. What are they cheering about?
Because they fought, because they're alive, because they've come home.
Oh, Busker, I hope nothing's happened.
Gracious heaven, the young captain.
Prokofiev!
Can it possibly be?
Prokofiev, is everything all right?
The Lord be thanked.
Yes, good. Sonia!
Oh, no!
But how?
Oh, no!
Papa!
Nicholas!
And you must be...
That's it, Aesop, your son's friend.
I know. Nicholas wrote to us. Natasha! Sonia!
Welcome! Oh! Welcome.
Sonia's wonderful. Nicholas! You haven't said hello to Sonia yet. Oh, what's the sense of coming home from a war if that's all you're going to do?
Natasha!
Good morning.
Good morning. Ah, Griska, my pipe. Rostov, wake up.
Why, is it late? Huh? Directly.
Is this yours, Heber, or yours? You Frenchman!
Why are you staying back so long? I've been waiting all morning for you to get up. You're quite a man, aren't you? I'm awfully glad you're my brother. I want to know what men are like. Are you the same as all of them?
Natasha, Sonia's so young.
You know, Sonia's my dearest friend. If she loves someone, she does it for life, and she loves you and me like that. You remember before you went away? Well, she told me to forget all that. She said, I will love him always, but let him be free. Isn't that lovely and noble? Isn't it?
I'll never go back on my word.
We knew you'd say that. But you see, it won't do. Because if you marry her just because you're bound by a promise, it'll seem as if you're marrying her because you must. That wouldn't be right, Nicholas.
We'll talk it over later. Oh, I'm so glad I have you. Tell me, are you still true to Pierre now that he's married?
Don't be silly. I'll be a dancer. I'll never marry.
Huh?
Only don't tell anyone.
Oh, no.
Go and get dressed and we'll all have breakfast together. Andre, did you get my letter?
We met the doctor at the last relay point.
She'll be
Is he in
relieved.
time?
Let's hope so. We must pray for her. She's longed for your
What a
return.
strange fate, Masha, darling.
My darling, God is merciful.
I love you. I love you all. I've never done any harm to anyone. Why must I suffer so? Andre, please help me.
My boy, you'll have to leave now.
Oh.
There, my dear.
No, Mister, no.
Upon my word, Rostov, if I were to see 50 more operas, I wager I might wind up liking them. But I do like the intermissions. I say, Rostov, that one there.
Yes?
She's superb.
But wait.
Well, where's the husband?
Pierre. He spends most of his time in the country nowadays.
If I were the husband, I'd come up from the country fast.
So listen. So we took the bear to the house of that actress. And when the police came and tried to arrest us, we took the most insolent policeman, tied him on the back of the bear, and shoved them both into the river.
What happened to him?
There they were, swimming, both of them, the man and the bear.
Hey, Hercules, wake up.
Party's still young. Don't be rough with him. One should always be polite to the husbands of pretty women. Oh, that's right.
Ah, let's drink to the health of beautiful women everywhere.
Yes, to the health of lovely women, huh, Pierre?
and to their lovers.
Here, look at this. It's a new song written about General Kutuzov.
That interests me.
Here, what are you doing?
I said that interests me.
Then allow me to express your regrets, and I'm sure your opponent will accept them.
No, what is there to talk about? Is everything ready?
No apologies.
Only first, tell me how to use this thing.
It's very simple. You cock it, there's the trigger.
Oh, yes, I know. I just forgot.
No apologies. None whatever.
On the count of 3, begin to advance. 1, 2, 3.
Get away from here.
It's not over.
Do you dare here? Stay where you are. Cover yourself, you fool.
Well, now, the hero, the dashing duelist, my protector. Thank you so much for defending my honor. You were told that Dolokhov was my lover, and you believed it. Well, what did you prove? That you are a fool, that everybody knew that. Now I will be the laughing stock of all Moscow. Everyone will say that you were drunk, not knowing what you were doing. Challenging a man that you were jealous of without cause. A man that is a better man than you are in every way.
Better separate.
Separate? That's a charming idea. It's a wonderful idea. It's the best idea you've had in your whole life. Good. By all means, we'll separate. But you will pay for it. You'll give me a fortune for it. No!
Get out! The Count is waiting for you upstairs, sir.
What have you heard?
He'll recover. Dolokhov won't die.
Thank God.
It's only easy to kill good men. Men like Dolokhov are only good for wars. In between wars, they ought to be locked up in cages. Yeah.
I'd like to leave Moscow. I want to get away from these people who believe it's normal to kill. We're scornful of a man if he doesn't kill. At the banquet, when Dolokhov made the toast, I looked across at him, smiling at me. I was convinced of the guilt of my wife. Well, is that a reason to kill?
What, my dear friend?
Lena was guilty, not Dolokhov. In this case, I might have done the same thing. Maybe it's even certain that I'd have done the same thing. There we were, in the snow, facing each other with pistols. You know who's the guilty one? I, only I.
Yeah, don't be silly.
And you know why? Because I married her without loving her.